A storm is moving northeast at 40 miles per hour, and with it the risk of large hail, strong winds, and a possible tornado. Supercell thunderstorms bring a multitude of hazards, some of which don't even come from the clouds itself. This red highlighter marks our position and our future plan to get ahead of the storm. As we go forward, we have to choose a direction. Go north into the forward flank with hail and strong winds, or south to the hook. But unknown to me, I was about to encounter my first problem. Welcome to tornado death traps. When you spend a long time chasing, sometimes you forget to notice things that might be dangerous down the road. When a tornado is starting to develop, oftentimes it gets shrouded in rain. This is typically caused by a surging rear flank downdraft. This RFD wrapping is often something that precludes tornado genesis. Cold downdraft air wraps around the backside of the mesocyclone, or the rotating part of the storm. Currently, from my position, what I see is a new rotating wall cloud under the base, with a lack of rain. What's really happening here is rain is slowly inching its way around the backside of the mesocyclone. Without noticing, I decided to keep driving forward to get ahead of the tornado, not knowing that I'm putting myself in a dangerous position. Now it's clearly visible. This is a severe lapse in my judgment as I continue pushing forward into the rain. Unsuspecting chasers sometimes drive into the blinding rear flank downdraft, not knowing the tornado's right across the road from them. As we approach the intersection, it becomes extremely apparent that we have no visibility of the storm anymore. The tornado's actually just off to my left here, and I didn't notice it until we pull up to the clear air section just ahead of the tornado. Even though we've made it to what's called the inflow notch, we're still in a very dangerous position. As though it looks like the funnel's pretty far away, the actual wind field of the tornado is right in my face. For this chase, we actually make it out, but in real life or in other games, this might not be a situation you can escape from. I place down my probes and get ready to turn around. Looking back at the tornado, I realize it really is right on the intersection, so I floor it. This is actually a very small tornado. If this was much bigger on touchdown or much stronger on touchdown, I would have been swept off the road. Unfortunately, we're dealing with a supercell here, so going north will lead us right into more rain. This is the core or the forward flank of the storm. In this region of the storm, we will encounter large hail, strong winds, and very torrential downpours. Again, cutting out our visibility for any tornadoes that might be ongoing. These torrential downpours not only make your visibility very poor, but can also make the roads slick. So if you go too fast, you might slip off the road. This tornado really snuck up on me and only crossed the road about a half a mile behind me. If I had slipped or crashed, or even just stopped to try to get visual awareness of the storm, I would have been hit. A lot of this video is just me pointing out different scenarios where you might get hit by a tornado, but that's really just the point. There's other stuff that I do want to get into, like trees in the road and damage, but we'll save that for the end of the video. If we factor in a tornado's erratic motion as well as its size, strength, or speed, and how it changes over time, we have a very dangerous situation on our hands, and you should really try to maintain your situational awareness. Also, yes, it's another time lapse. What do you guys think I am, a cinematic channel? Like, I'm just kidding. But if you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you hit that like button, and also if you haven't already, smash the subscribe button. I really work hard on this content and I make it all for you guys, so I hope you enjoy it. And thank you all once again for 1,000 subscribers. I didn't even think that was possible, and it's a little bit mental to think about. Let's get back into the video. What we've talked about so far are only the storm-based hazards from supercells while you're storm chasing, but there's a lot more that can happen while you're out on the field. For example, chasing in areas already hit by tornadoes. While rain causes a bunch of problems like slick roads, low visibility, and the inability to figure out the tornado's motion relative to yourself, Supercells can also have indirect effects on your chase via the environment around you. If a tornado takes down a tree and it crosses the road, if you try to use that road again and there's a tornado approaching your location, you have to go around that and waste time. These few seconds really add up over the course of an entire chase, and ultimately can lead to a failure to get into position. Literally anything could be in the road. It could be parts of a farm, parts of a house, a tree, another vehicle, and tornadoes can go from 0 to 100 in intensity really fast. So if you're stuck trying to get around a piece of a house or a piece of a tree, well, good luck. Chasing at night is also a really dangerous tornado death trap. You have absolutely no visibility, even without the rain. I bet you had no idea that bridge was coming up. Lightning strikes and power flashes are the only thing that can illuminate the tornado in the dark. If the tornado's not near a city or town, then lightning strikes is all you're limited to. And some storms have really low lightning activity, and you can get really unlucky where it strikes. The best way to make sure you don't get hit by a tornado at night is to either stay far away, call your chase when the night arrives, or make sure that you have full visual awareness of the tornado at all times. Chasing early in the morning can also be a big obstruction to your view of the tornado, as the sun shines through the morning fog and the precipitation surrounding the tornado. Also, can someone get the tornado counter on this video, please? Choosing what time you chase and making sure the conditions are right for your visibility are very important. That should happen at the beginning of your chase. While every tornado comes in a different shape and size, there's still some predictability to how it's going to appear. Some tornadoes form as long snakes descending from the clouds, very photogenic in nature, while some tornadoes are dark, murky, swirling clouds of dust and debris, lurking in the dark. These tornadoes are your real killers. When encountering a monster of this scale, it's best to just back off and let it pass. Or you can just drive straight into it. That works too. In my eyes, the perfect shot of a tornado is from within a mile of a beautiful, tall stovepipe stretching down to the ground, just dancing in a field, not affecting anything. Our next tornado death trap is the elusive multi-vortex tornado. Vortices will dance around in the entire wind field of the tornado, meaning that nowhere around the circulation is safe. These really only apply to civilian vehicles, and if you're in a storm-chasing vehicle like the TIV or Dominator, this is actually perfect position for you. Overall, people just take into account what they think that they can handle and position themselves accordingly. People who chase from a distance prefer not to get in danger, while people who get close love the adrenaline rush of seeing these beautiful beasts. In the end, it's up to you how you chase. All of these things are really dangerous and things that should be avoided. But it's Twisted, a game on Roblox. Have some fun. Never stop chasing. Thanks for watching.